YouTube. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super cute, super easy flower rosebud heart wreath for Valentine's Day. So you're going to need multiple colors. I went with reds and pinks and whites since that's Valentine-y. You could go with purple or any color you want to, really. You're going to need a size H crochet hook, some needles to sew in your ends and also to sew the wreath together, and a pair of scissors to snip off your ends. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to start with a chain 28. So I made a slip knot and I am going to chain 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. Now we're going to count 4 in from the chain here. So we're going to look, wait until it focuses so you can see. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So into that 4th hook, I'm going to do 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. Now in the next hook I'm going to do 1, or in the next stitch I'm going to do 1 double crochet, and then in the next I'm going to do 2 and then 1, and I'm going to do that all the way across until I get to the end. So it's 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way across. So I'm going to do that and then we'll come back and do the next step. The first round where I went through and I did 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet all the way across, and as you can see it's kind of curving already. Now we're going to do the next row, and this is going to be our last row. So we're going to count over. Here is our first stitch. We're going to go into the next stitch. We're just going to slip stitch into that, and then we're going to chain 1. Then we're going to put a 2 double crochet cluster in the next stitch, which is basically just 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. And then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch, and then we're also going to slip stitch into the next stitch after that, and we're going to chain 1 and do the same thing again. So we're going to do 2 double crochet cluster in the next stitch, and as you can see it's already beginning to form the petal of our roses. So here is the first petal. So I've done my 2 double crochet cluster. Now I'm going to chain 1 again, and then the same thing as what we did before. We're going to slip stitch into the next stitch, slip stitch into the next stitch after that, chain 1, and then another 2 double crochet cluster. So 1 and 2, chain 1, slip stitch into the next, slip stitch into the next, chain 1, 2 double crochet cluster in the next stitch, chain 1, slip stitch into the next stitch, slip stitch into the next stitch, chain 1, 2 double crochet cluster, and you're going to do that all the way across. And then you're going to just finish off and leave at least, I would say, a foot long tail. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll come back and see what we've got. You can see it pretty much curves itself. This is me just holding it. It curves itself around. So basically, once you twirl it up a little bit, you'll have a rose-like shape. So you're going to need quite a few of those. it depends on what size wreath you want. So far I've made about 12, and I'm probably going to have to make some more. But this is so far. We've got some white ones, some dark pink. I've also made some red, since we're going with like a Valentine-y. I've left all my ends, so that's why they're like that. So, like I said, I've made about 12. Sorry, I'm trying to fold them up here so I can show you. So that, then I also put light pink. So far I've done about 3 of each color. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to add a few more or if this size is going to be good for me. So just make however many you feel like you want. You're basically going to just make this into a heart shape. Put them into a heart shape. So just decide how big you want it and just keep repeating the same thing that I just showed you for as many roses as you need to make the size heart you want. So I'm going to do, I think, maybe 1 or 2 more just to make sure it's going to be big enough. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back and we'll put it together. And I've laid them out kind of in the shape that I want them to be in. So now I'm just going to take a needle and sew in the ends into this shape, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're all finished. Finished product, I put a little bow at the top for hanging. You could put some pipe cleaners under here to make it more stiff if you want, but I think it stays together pretty well and it'll hold its shape. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, just let me know.